So it's still a scoreless situation here. Of course, the boys from Trendsetter Hawks in their familiar green, red, and yellow strip. And they would be, how you could say, I don't want to call them lucky losers, but in a way, they are filling in here. And what an opportunity this has presented to them because the original semifinalists for this game couldn't make it. So now it's the youngsters from the Trendsetter Hawks up against the Fortin F.A. And still a scoreless situation here in this one. But of course, Trendsetter Hawks, Kadeem Paris, one of those fleet-footed youngsters who has a real penchant for popping up in the dangerous spaces, and showed you a little bit of why there with some fleet-footedness heading down that right-hand side for the Hawks. And this is a good opportunity for them. They're going to get a little bit of a water break, I would imagine. This is always the situation for them, where they get a chance to compose themselves and get some additional instructions from their charges, from their coaches, who of course are constantly making adjustments, hoping to get the right mix, if you know what I mean, during the game. Because remember, these are youngsters. Sometimes they don't even remember what they're being asked to do. But in the main, they want to do well. And I think the coaches are here to just guide them and allow them the opportunity to showcase their talents here today. So you look at the Trendsetter Hawks here in that colorful strip, and the boys from Fortin in their white strips, and hoping to maybe make their way into the final. That is the big prize on offer today. Anthony Wickham, the head coach for the Hawks, together with Anthony Harrington, will be hoping that they could really pull a stunner here today and make it through. Whereas on the opposite side, Jimmo Harper and Kenwin Ashton, they are also looking to get their troops into the final. It's a big occasion for both teams here, and of course the other teams to follow a little bit later on as they get themselves back in position here to get things started once again. So here we go, and immediately trying the best, but he does well. Unfortunately, kept it in, and arriving late, almost getting an opportunity there, and but nobody seemed to want the ball from Fortin. Only this time, when he does get possession of it, couldn't keep the handle on it, and took it over the line. So So that's a great tackle, and but the ball changing hands fairly rapidly here, and quick battles all over the field as players try hard to get the handle on proceedings. And that's good football there from Joshua Jackson, turning inside his man, but again they do well and then they just give it up. And not too far off. In fact, I don't think he intended it to go as a shot, but he did get good connection on it. Still they're trying to get possession. I think right now it's still anybody's game here because no one has really been able to really put the ball down and try to control it. Hawks, though, get an opportunity here. Going all the way up to take it is Joachim Phillips. Yeah, he gets it back. Now they're trying to build with it. The referee's assistant keeps the flag down. It's a lovely cross ball. And now another opportunity here. Trying to turn his man, but then crowded out. And at point Fortin, they're doing well here now, trying to come away with it. That's a great ball played forward here. A little bit of a foot race here. It's a big sprint. Who will get there first? To doing well, turning his man and just easing him off the ball. Keyshawn Haynes. And so Trendsetter Hawks will keep possession. Joshua Jackson with the throw-in, taken down quite nicely and trying to turn away Obama Hospitalis. This young man is very skillful, as he has shown in some of the earlier games that we would have done with him, and he really can put on a show. Very, very talented. Probably just needs to sort out what he wants to do, but this is an offside. I think the referee's assistant has the flag up very early indeed. No debate about it. Isaiah Lamb Jr. was just too far forward and couldn't hold his run. So they're just trying to make sure that they get it right, get the ball in the exact position. Certainly a big day for football. We have this tournament coming to really in the semi-final stage. We have other tournaments, another tournament, a national tournament, but a little bit of miskick in there. Unfortunately, the ball it ricochets and it runs comfortably back into the arms of goalkeeper Armani Constantine. No goals yet, but a great opportunity for both of these teams here to try to sneak their way into the finals. 1 week away. So another opportunity for Hawks now to get this one into that danger area here. Jackson, and this time it goes comfortably into Constantine's hand. But it's always a kind of hold your breath whenever you see goalkeepers just standing there and waiting for the ball to come down to them. It just tells you that sometimes anything could happen. Lovely ball played on that right-hand side. This could be interesting. The control, though, just not what was required there on that occasion. And the opportunity is lost. Malik Charles unable to keep it down. Now it's an opportunity at the other end. So end-to-end action here as the ball is played nicely into the attacking third for Hawks. But they can't get the handle on it. And it's safety first at the back, which makes good sense, especially under these hot and a little bit of challenging conditions. Jackson gets the ball inside, but it's eventually played away. Hawks trying to settle down, trying to get possession and keep possession. And just as I say so, they battle the ball. Here is Hospitalis turning away from his man, but he wins a free kick. Great opportunity for them again. So what can they do with this one now? Here's another one played in. This time the goalkeeper again, and just as I was saying, every time it goes up there, the goalkeepers, you're never quite sure what they'll do. He's trying to catch the ball, not with his chest, but he's trying to catch it with his hands like that. And very often they either close the hand too early or something, and it could go horribly wrong for them. And quick throw, but not handled well, and so they give the ball right back to Trendsetter Hawks. Okay, you look at it again, just trying to catch it with his hands, and as opposed to getting his body behind it and clutching it to the chest. And luckily for him, that bubble didn't go where it is now. Hospitalis is sent through, but can't get the handle on it. And again, good defensive work here, coming across, not allowing the attacker to get there first, making sure that he gets a boot in. Jaden Phillips and company doing well at the back, but they have a man down at the moment. And these are hot conditions for these youngsters. They no doubt will be looking, there's no shade, so no matter where you are on the field, the sun is going to hit you, and it could take energy out of you. So sometimes a little stoppage of play like this, although it's for an injury of some sort, I think almost everybody will take the opportunity to probably get some refreshments, get a little sip of water, because it's so hot out there at the moment. But a good opportunity really for these youngsters to showcase their talent. And to show that they certainly belong. So now we may have the resumption. Aberdeen is back there. And it's a foul through, and you don't ever want to see that, certainly at this level. The youngsters, you want them to understand what is a proper throw and what is not. So Bernard is back in the field, so Point Fortin now back to the full 11. And this is Wren, who is going to start proceedings with the free kick being awarded to Point Fortin. No goals in this encounter so far in the NLCL Community Cup Under-15 Semifinal number 1 here at the Larry Gomes Stadium. And you could just see the officials trying their best to assist as far as possible. Hospitalis can't get the handle on it, but here they come now, Point Fortin. They're trying to build, and just losing the handle on it there was Simon. And but now they're able to win it back, and the stop forward by Bernard. The breeze keeps it in play for him. Luckily, he's able to get it back now. Trying to turn his man, he's tripped. And the Point Fortin players, they have good size. They are fairly sturdy on their legs. Good physical specimen. Ashton. This is the danger here, because once the ball is allowed to bounce, it just kind of hangs up in the air. It takes forever to come down, and the attackers could easily run under the ball. And doing well and getting the ball away, but every so often the tackles are coming in quickly, and they must be alert at all times to that. So McLeod wasn't on that occasion, and he lost out. Now here we go again. Obama Hospitalis, they're looking to him, Trendsetter Hawks, to try to prize open something from this defense. And two white shirts getting in each other's way and not able to really get it. But this is where they feel they have their best shot. Lamb Jr., he's strong, he's powerful, and he likes to run, and that's what they're probably hoping, that he can get something going towards goal quickly. And he uses speed to good effect to at least prize open the defense or outrun the defense with his pace. Here they go again, and trying to get there. This time the goalkeeper comes out and he whiffs at it. Luckily it wasn't going towards goal, and he had his blushes spared there, but that could have been so embarrassing for the young man. He came out to the edge of the area, he came out of his area, he's not out of the woods yet. And this occasion the ball is headed away for another throw-in to Point Fortin. So really a bad miss there. Came to the edge of the area and then just whiffed at the ball. But this time the keeper is more assured. So this is good combination play. This is a great ball. Unfortunately, it's well read and intercepted. They're now trying to come forward now. Trendsetter Hawks trying to build something here now as they try to get control of the ball. Philip gets it forward. An opportunity here. The ball played back inside. A good stab at goal. Not controlled well. And still it bounces around in the area. And on that occasion, Constantine under no pressure there, as the ball just lobbed to him. But for a moment there, things looked dicey at the back for Point Fortin, as Trendsetter Hawks were really getting touches close to their goal, and they couldn't finish the job. As you could see now, Kadeem Paris looking a little bit worse for wears, as he had a chance, a great chance. Now on the opposite side, there's an opportunity here. Charles, can he turn his man? No. It's very well read again by Philip. Big, strong, sturdy. And can he keep it in? He's still there. And eventually it's taken over the line. Philip unable to shake the challenge of the smaller Charles and concedes a corner kick. So good numbers in the box now. There's an opportunity. That's a lovely ball in. The header is over the bar. The big fella coming up from at the back there, Ren, to try to get the header. He did get the header, but he couldn't control it. So it remains goalless. And now the goalkeeper and the defender trying to sort out who wants to play it. Again, this is all part of the Next Level Foundation's initiative for the Community Cup, the Next Level Community Cup under 15 tournament. Ren at the back this time with a good defensive header. And this is another clearance upfield, another foot race, but way too strong for anyone. So 34 minutes gone. Remember, these are shortened games. They're under 15, so you can't play them the full 90 minutes. So we're not too far from the halftime whistle. And I'm sure the coaches will have a lot to talk about. The Trendsetter Hawks look so much more dangerous when they put the ball down and try to knock it around. And I'm sure their coaches will encourage them to do more of the same. Still they get possession and they give it right back to Point Fortin. Now, can they finish up this half strongly here with an opportunity, with a chance? Bernard with the throw. And can he go and get it back? He's still there, trying to turn his man. Does well initially, but then they lose the handle on it. That's a little too strong, but will it stay in? Initially, he thought about it, and then he gave up on it. And then when he realized that the bunks slowed it up for him and to give him a chance, but by that time, the ball had run off the field for Lamb Jr. And in fact, it was an offside, so it would not have counted. Lamb almost not aware that the whistle was blown. So still no goals here, and referee Coilas allowing them to play on. That opportunity here, that's a great little ball inside, and still they're battling for it. Charles, can they get it up to him on that right-hand side? He's as free as a bird out there, and there he goes. Now, can he get the handle on it? He's so small. The ball has to come down to meet him, and he's just bundled over, and it's going to be another free kick to Point Fortin. So they have a chance here now to get the ball in the area. Isaiah Simon, their captain, is over there. Also getting up there is Ashton. He wants to maybe get a crack across goal. Bernard probably trying to see if he could get in on the action as well. Hawks just at the edge of the area. They're living dangerously there because one ball could beat everybody from that distance. But it has to be a well-timed ball, nicely weighted, to give the attackers a chance. I would imagine they don't need three of them over the ball that close to the goal. In fact, they need them in the area to probably set up something. Here is the shot over the bar. And eventually it was taken there by Ashton, but it goes to North. And there is the whistle to signal the end of the first half of this encounter. No goals in the first half. Remember, Point Fortin Youths against Trendsetter Hawks. Trendsetter Hawks are really a replacement for the Tobago Titans, who unfortunately are not here today. And but a great opportunity for Trendsetter Hawks to come in and try to see if they can't make it all the way to next week's final. But after the first 38 minutes or so added on time, it is still Point Fortin Youths 0, Trendsetter Hawks 0. We welcome you back here to the second half of this encounter. Very interesting first half. And now we're getting ready. Adrian Coilas getting ready to send them on their way for the second half of this encounter. Still no goals, point Fortin Utes. And their opponents, here we go, Trendsetter Hawks. Hawks trying to get it up there quickly, but losing out. And now Lamb for point Fortin. Unable to keep it in. So again, when we talk about, not quite sure what the infringement was there, but the referee spotted something and says it's going the other way. So Simmons has to retreat quickly. It's going to be a free kick to the men in white, point 14 Utes. That ball played on there could be a dangerous one. It just runs away from everybody, and then it took a clearance to get it into safety. I thought it might have touched Charles on the way out, but the referee says no. So it remains point 14 ball. That's a good ball in. Opportunity here, but Lamb just seemed to be caught in two minds as to whether or not he could get or stretch and reach that ball, and the ball just seemed to run right across him. And luckily for him, there was a little touch to take it over the line. It's going to be a corner kick. Opportunity here now. Ashton. Hit this one high in the air. That's a good ball at the back post, but again, the header is not a good one. It's one back there now. Charles trying to get it, just to get it forward. Hawks just clearing their lines, not worrying too much, trying to avert the immediate danger. Ball played down there. Lamb again trying to control it, not able to do so in a satisfactory manner. But they may still get possession once again. Ball changing hands quickly now. Simmons looking for some movement, caught in possession here. This could be dangerous because this man is quick and still trying to get in there, but giving the ball away. Civic, but he should be offsides here. Yes, he is. The substitute who has just come on there, and Kylon Neptune. Just trying to add some punch here now for them. That's a nice little bit of skill there from Morrison. Wren. Lovely, or like Simon, lovely ball forward, but a little too strong on that occasion for Lamb. Lamb is full of running. But they're going to have to make sure that he can at least get to some of the balls they're playing for him. So Hawks doing the smart thing here, just trying to slow it down a little bit, keep things under control. Phillip plays this one forward, but again, good early defensive work. And that's another offside again, just a little, they're not really looking at where they are, they're just going forward. And the skipper Simon, the guilty party on that occasion, was way behind the defense. So they just have to be mindful to try to get onside when the ball changes hands. The problem is that it changes hands so quickly sometimes that they can't get back into an onside position fast enough. And look at how the field is now condensed into a very small area. Look at how high that defensive line is. now just need to hit the ball up in the air and allow your attackers to get under it and try and see if you could outpace the defense. Lovely ball played back inside here. An opportunity for McLeod. Trying to play back out on that outside there, but not able. Probably better advised to cut inside, turn inside, and keep the play coming across. Jackson was going for the return ball, but it was too far ahead of him. Jackson with the throw in, but again, the ball is being attacked nicely at the back by Point Fortin. They're not allowing it to bounce too much. They're going and get it, which is good defensive work. And it just shows that they've been schooled into not allowing the ball to be that. This is played for these offsides, and the Simmons waiting for it in the area, but by the time it comes, the man had already snuck into an offside position. So both sides, both teams, players on both teams guilty of kind of ball watching, as we say, and not really watching to see where the defenders are. So it's something that they're going to have to learn. Constantine for Hawks, 4.14 rather, trying to get this ball up. And a little bit of a battle there. Lamb really very busy indeed as Point Fortin trying to get something. This is where he could be so dangerous. He's quicker than everybody, but the ball again is just bouncing up in the area there, creating problems for all the attackers. The ball doesn't come down as quickly as one would like, and it's proven to be a bit of a challenge for these youngsters because it just stays in the air, it just hangs there, and it makes life a little more difficult for them. A chance for them to keep the ball coming forward. Still no goals and no real chances at goal just yet. Played a little too strong here, but I think he's going to be able to cut it out. And almost caught in possession again. This time Simmons takes it over the line himself. So Point Fortin trying to up the ante here. Ashton. Let's try it again. Throws this one in, and ball battling away there for it. Pierre. Good skill again, and still running with it. Here's a lovely ball play down to that right-hand side here. Now they have a chance, Hawks, to switch sides. Simmons gets it, but he can't control it properly. And now he has to fight to get it back. And he might just do so in the end. But again, Ashton coming across and tidying up. Chance here again, opportunity for Hawks. The ball played inside, but nicely cleared away. Back out to Simmons though, as they're still under some pressure here. Lovely ball played across, right across the face of the goal there. Morrison to track it down. Can he keep it in? Can he get the cross in? Trying to turn back onto his right foot. And he is upended, and it's going to be another free kick to Hawks. This could be a dangerous one for them. Neptune or Morrison did well, turned his man nicely. And then, but the little fella Charles says he was having none of that. You're not going to embarrass me here today. And only one could pass, either you or the ball, but not both. And he just kind of put him down, and he's still down. And the thing is, when you get a knock in hot sun like this, it seems to burn a little bit more because you're tired already. The sun is taking its toll, and then any kind of knock, it just seems to is magnified almost twofold or even 3 times as serious. But the old ice pack could do the trick. So still no goals yet. And remember, Trendsetter Hawks, they were not supposed to be here originally, but by virtue of finishing second in Group A behind FC Jinga, who we will see later on in game number 2, Hawks finished on 17 points, 2 behind Jinga, who had 6 wins, 1 tie, and 1 loss for their 19 points. Hawks finished on 17 points with 5 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws. So things were pretty tight in that Group A, but let's see what happens. The ball played in, and well, Constantine seemed very relaxed, very casual, and but eventually he got it away. Now they trying to keep the ball inside Simon, though, not controlling it well. Neither is it controlled well here. And Lam, or rather Neptune, was trying to get to the end of that one, trying to get ahead of speed, but he kind of pushed the ball too powerfully and went off the field. So certainly in terms of the quality, they haven't really been able to take the ball down. Here is the free kick. Simmons plays it all along the ground. The goalkeeper plays it with his foot and then calmly clutches it into the air. No problems there for Constantine. Seem to have everything under control. He said, I don't know why you guys are worried. And that's a nice little bit of skill there, but not able to take advantage, Philip. So now we have the youngster Charles getting a bit of a breather here. He's going to be replaced. And the man coming in is Tuwelde Charles. Now the ball played across, but Point Fortin not able to get it out of the danger zone. In fact, that ricochet played it right back into the penalty area. And luckily for them, very alert to the dangers that was being presented there was Ashton. Here is Simmons again, throws it in, trying this time to get it up there quickly to Pierre, but it's another free kick awarded to Point Fortin. So 0-0, the scoreline here. Remember, a place in the finals beckons for these two teams. Can they just produce that little bit of quality to make the difference here? Because the game is just crying out for a goal, and I want to believe that will change everything for both teams, because it's one thing to play from behind because now you're pressing and trying to get back that goal. So you feel that the speed of the game might quicken, the intensity would certainly pick up. And then the opponents would be trying to protect that lead. So like I said, a goal could do wonders for a game like this at the moment. Nice little ball played out there. There is Hospitales. Lovely ball. Opportunity here for Hawks. And would you believe he kicked the ball with his non-kicking foot and took it away from him. So it's like himself fooled himself there. And he was really looking to get the ball across. And for some reason he got his foot all wrong. And he missed the opportunity on that occasion. That was Morrison, the man going forward there. Now a chance for Neptune. Can he run with it? No. He's trying. Actually, he turns past his man nicely, looking for something, turning, twisting, looking around. This is Bernard. He plays it back inside. Now they get it back here to Ashton. Ashton for the men in White Point 14. They come in. The goalkeeper bubbles it, but he's able to come and claim it in the end. Very alert. And he quickly gets the ball up. There is a player down. The referee hasn't stopped play. Yes, he has. There is a player down. It looks like it is Bernard who has stayed down. And Jordan Bernard. But a nice, promising move there from Point Fortin. Unfortunately, it goes to Norths. So again, another opportunity for them to get some refreshments, both teams. So we have like a timeout. Suppose if this was the IPL, we would say it's a strategic timeout. But still no goals, and there is referee Coilas. Almost as if to say, why you guys need water? But I think he too would probably relish a nice sip of some water. It's a hot day, and the general principle is don't wait until you get thirsty or you feel hydrated to drink water, but to drink water all the time. So you stay hydrated. because it's so hot. Little nudge there. The referee though allowing play to continue. And here we go again now with Neptune. And but not able to control it. Taking his time, moving around with it. Ashton plays the ball forward. Referee says play on. And trying to control the ball. In fact, he does control the ball. However, he gives it away. This time it might have been a handled ball. And or was it another infringement? However, it's going the other way. Hawks now trying to control proceedings, and but the big fella right there with the tackle. Ashton has been having a pretty good game at that right wing back position for Point Fortin. But similarly, Simmons has had a good spell. So Point Fortin are making a substitution. It looks like Lamb is coming off. So it's a bit surprising, but they probably have decided that he's not able to control or impact the game in any significant way. So they have substituted him, and Jamal Tate is going to take his place. That's a good ball played forward there. Tate with his first bit of action. Can he keep it in play? He does well. Can he get the second touch? No, he can't. It's nicely taken away by the defender. It's going to be, is it a corner? It should be a corner kick, but the referee says no, it's going to be a goal kick. I thought the defender had come across and intercepted the ball. But Tate certainly gave Point Fortin a bit of hope there, showing some life. That one is also too strong. Constantine not having any problems at all. Here we go again. It's a little bit of a foot race, but they have to get to the ball first and try to avoid situations like that where it bounces up and down and makes life very difficult. That should be an infringement from behind, and it is, as Ashton was gathering speed heading into the Hawks half of the field, and they didn't like that too much, so they stopped at 65, almost 66 minutes gone. Time running out here, and both of these teams to win this in regulation time. Ball played down, now it comes back out here. Chap's opportunities still. He does the sombrero. The sombrero gets it over the head of the first man, Neptune, but he couldn't beat the second. So players, you see everybody, the hands on the hips, because the sun is really taking its toll at the moment. No place to hide. Still they fight on. Lovely ball played inside. Neptune again heads it down. The goalkeeper is in trouble here. Chance, but he misses. Well. A great opportunity there with just the goalkeeper to beat. And would you believe he hit it over the bar from inside the area. That was probably the best chance all afternoon long for Point Fortin. And it's that substitute, that man Tate, who has really come in and is getting inside, getting involved in the play quite a bit. And that's going to be a corner kick to the Point Fortin team. So now Point Fortin showing some life here, trying to probably nip it at the death. Remember, they qualified for the semifinals, finishing second in Group B with 18 points, 2 behind Cox Football Academy, who we will see in a short while. So can they now tack on a winner here? Deshaun Simon And we have a quick substitution being made by Hawks as they try to strengthen up. Gerald Diet is on, and it seems as if here's the ball played up, and another a good corner taken away. Back with Point Fortin though. They try to get the ball inside here. They get an opportunity. Neptune still turning, twisting, still trying to force his way through, and then is impeded. Wins a free kick for his team. So Gerald Diet is on. And it looks like Kadeem Morrison is the man he replaces. Chance here now, 4.14. They're pressing here, huffing, puffing, trying to get something. They had a golden opportunity a short while ago, and Tate hit it over the bar. Who is going to be the hero for Point Fortin here? The captain maps out a run, and then he hits it, but it's way over the bar, and Simon not able to get it to come down as he would like. So 69.5 gone, so we're almost up to full time. Probably will have a couple of minutes of added on time. Here's Tate again. And the ball played in early but intercepted. That's a good ball. Charles now, 4.14, trying to get the ball, but look how Simmons tracks him down and is able to win it back. In fact, Charles, if he had picked his head up, he probably would have had an opportunity to play the ball first time. Now the ball played all the way back, and could easily have played it back to his goalkeeper, decided to turn and play it upfield, lost his footing. So a place in the final beckons, and there's a foul throw, says the referee's assistant. And you don't ever want to give away possession like that. You have the ball, try to keep it. So we have another substitution being made, and it looks like the Point Fortin are making another substitution. Malcolm Young, who looks very young indeed, is coming on. So the youngster gets a chance here. He's small, but say if you're good enough, you will play. And remember, these are under 15, so I think the coaches at some point have to balance between allowing players to play and get the experience. You can't have them training all the time and no opportunity to play at all, even if it means sacrificing one of the better players sometimes. Coaches have to make those hard decisions. Now Point Fortin, that's a good ball inside. The goalkeeper again is there, but he's able to corral it quickly and keeps it out. So we have a little infringement in the area. Player stays down there. So this is like the nitty-gritty period here now. Nobody wants to concede at this stage of the game. So players are laying it on the line here now, both on offense and on defense, trying to get something for the team. And that is the captain, Simon, who stays down there for Point Fortin. seems a little bit hobbled at the moment. But I'm sure he will soldier on as the captain. He wants to be out there with his troops, leading from the front. And this is also part of the beauty of playing sport at this level, that you learn about camaraderie, you learn about discipline, you learn about winning and losing graciously, and trying again. So there is the final whistle in this encounter here. Neither team could break the deadlock, so it finishes Point Fortin Youths 1, Trendsetter Hawks, Point Fortin Youths nil rather, Trendsetter Hawks nil, and it means they're going to play on here, go straight to penalties. So somebody's going to have to win it to get a place in the final. And from all indications, Trendsetter Hawks, their goalkeeper, no doubt, has shown tremendous promise. And but they're going to be calling on him again to come up with the goods. Although we did see Constantine make a couple good saves. In fact, the one save that he made from a point-blank header from Simmons, although it may not have counted, he was not to know that, and he was able to make that save. So Constantine too could very well be key here in this sort of extra football here. We're getting some free football, as we say, because we're getting penalties. We've played the full 70 minutes, and now it's a chance to see who will be the winner and book a place in the final. Of course, still both teams being spoken to here. No doubt a lot of decisions to make. Who will do what, and the order or the number that the order in which they will kick. And obviously both teams would like to make sure they have it sorted out properly. So we see stepping forward here quickly is Chase for Trendsetter Hawks. He is going to be the one stepping forward. And listening to what the referee has to say, the toss is taken. And so I think Trendsetter Hawks have chosen the goal, and now who will kick first is the next decision. And I'm not sure who won that one, but it looks as if Hawks they chose this goal at this end, at the northern end. So that is the goal that they'll be defending. And so we'll see how it pans out. So Hawks, who were not supposed to be here, have suddenly found themselves with a great opportunity. So this is all round a good opportunity for them all round, and now they could go even better with a win here in this penalty shootout. And their goalkeeper, Joshua Kamabach, I'm sure, is going to be relied upon here to maybe bring off a save or two. He looked very competent during the regulation play here now, and they're going to be talking to him to have him ready for this shootout here, because this is certainly the nitty-gritty time here now. Nothing to give away, as we've seen already in this game. So they've done their talking. The both teams have been spoken to. They're still actually chatting up here. The referee and his assistant have assumed their positions up at the northern end of the ground. So they're just waiting now on the players, and the two goalkeepers rather, to join them up there. And the first kicker So we're going to penalties in this encounter. Goalless it ended, and with a place in the final, there must be a winner today. And one of the best tiebreakers in football is the penalty shootout. So here we go again. So stepping forward there is young Constantine for Point Fortin. And we're looking at Joshua Kamabach. Manny Constantine. And Joshua Kamabach. Those are the two men who will come into sharp focus as the goalkeepers for their respective teams. So here comes Kamabach now as he steps forward. Still no goals yet, but we go into penalties. And it looks as if Hawks will be kicking first as well. So this is the opportunity for them here. So Trendsetter Hawks will kick first. Aaron McLeod is the man who will open proceedings here with this penalty shootout, as we like to call it. He is up against Manny Constantine in goal for Point Fortin. McLeod waits. And Manny Constantine is in goal, but he can't do anything about it. And that is goal number 1 for Hawks. So he was just frozen there. Constantine, a well-taken free kick. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just placed it well. And open proceedings there for Hawks. Now the captain, Sean Simon. And he too makes no mistake. So it's 1-1. So these are always tense moments here for these teams. And now stepping forward. And it looks like Grisham Chase. So he now is the one under the spotlight here now. He turns away. And can Constantine come up with something here, or will Chase make it 2-1? Chase does well, hit it hard enough. And although Constantine guessed correctly, couldn't get a touch. So that brings Kamabach into focus here now. And the big fella at the back is Jamali Wren. And his shot is saved. Well, we thought that the goalkeeper Kamabach was outstanding during regulation time. And they were going to rely on him to do something. So we had our first miss of the shootout so far. Another opportunity here now for Saunders. And he too makes it 3-1 now for Hawks. And this is a very important kick here for Point Fortin Youths, because they have to try to get something going here now. Can David bring them back, reduce that deficit? Skips across. It looked like he was picking it with the left foot, then he goes to the right, and then he sends his man the wrong way. So nicely taken there. So that makes it 3-2 now. Still Hawks in the ascendancy. So after 3 kicks each, it's 3-2. Trendsetter Hawks. This is kick number 4 here now, and Haynes is the man who is stepping forward. Keyshawn Haynes. And he does well. Places it nicely, and at this stage all you want to do is get it between the uprights and away from the goalkeeper. It doesn't even have to be firmly struck, but just with enough pace on it to get it done. And now hustling up there is Kimani Aberdeen. And if he cannot put this away, then that is going to be it, because it's 4-0, 4-2 right now. And they need this one to go in, and it does. So Aberdeen keeps them alive here. But this is it. This is the crucial kick here for Hawks. He scores here, they win it. And would you believe it, after the brilliant sunshine all afternoon, all of a sudden, we have cloud cover. As if it's going to rain on somebody's parade here. Will it be Hawks or will it be Point Fortin? Hawks, though, can still get it done. But they need Phillips to do the business here for them. Jacqueline Phillips. And if that puts it away, so Trendsetter Hawks, who were not in the competition and only came in because the Jarek Titans of Tobago couldn't make it, and Trendsetter Hawks perfect from the penalty spot. 5 goals, 5 shots taken, 5 goals scored, and there they lift their goalkeeper, their man at the moment, Joshua Kamabach. He brought off that save that put the pressure on Point Fortin, and it kept Trendsetter Hawks in the ascendancy, but their kickers did a fine job. McLeod, Chase, Saunders, Haynes, and now Phillips. So 5-3. It would end. No need for Point Fortin to kick a fifth one rather, because it wouldn't make much of a difference. Even if they were to score it, they would still lose 5-4. But as it stands, it's 5-3 is the final here, with kicks from the penalty mark for Trendsetter Hawks. So they go into next week's finals. And what a story this is. Talk about a Cinderella story. They weren't even in the semifinals, but given a lifeline, and here they are all the way through to the finals. And would you believe it? They have a chance to win it too, but only time will tell. So that's it for the first semifinal. It's Trendsetter Hawks over Point Fortin Youths, 5-3 on penalties after a scoreless for 70 minutes. So that is the final score in this one, with Hawks advancing to the finals. And there they are, as they should celebrate. A big win for them. And they come to salute their fans here after they weren't supposed to be here. But once they got that opportunity, talk about taking it with both hands. And they did it. And now they can celebrate. Trendsetter Hawks through to the finals. So congratulations to them. And now we have the second semifinals coming up in a short. FC Jinga up against Cox Football Academy. That ought to be an interesting one indeed.